Last question we have is from Blaine. This is your boy, your old teammate, Blaine.
Okay.
I believe that's what he is. That's who he is. Now that I'm coaching full time, is that your boy?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. There could be several Blaines that coach full time.
Okay.
Does it have a last name there?
I didn't write it down.
Okay,
Now
go
that
on.
now that I'm coaching full time, I love to hear what's one piece of advice from a coach that stuck with you off the court and shaped how you carry yourself on tour.
One piece of advice that a coach said to me that stuck with me off court.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I should have prepared for this episode.
I think for you, it's obviously in the
What?
last 2 years with begging and finding the mood that you're best in and sort of having more fun at tournaments and picking people you want to play with that you actually enjoy. I think that's changed how you've, at least in my opinion,
Yeah.
when you were playing singles and things got dark and you started to play doubles and for a while things were still kind of dark, you were approaching your tennis life in a very different way. I think you still think about results and all these things and there are still heavy parts to it, but you approach it from a much lighter place these days and you minimize things much more than you used to. I think you used to like magnify things and
But I wonder, like, I want to give myself some credit because that is true. But then also, how much of that is like doubles is that way? Because where was I? I was in Cassie Challenger 2 years ago. I might have just switched to doubles like 1 month or like 1 month ago. I switched to doubles, and now I'm in Cassie Challenger. And I'm pretty sure it was what's this guy's name? Freddie Nielsen. You know who that is?
yeah, Danish. Unreal
Pretty sure
player.
he won Wimbledon or something. No,
And he loves singles, yeah.
he was talking to Ramanathan, the Indian doubles player.
Ram Kumar?
Yes. And they were
Lefty?
talking.
No,
and
I played Ram
I think he's
Kumar.
righty.
I played him, yes.
Yes.
Son of Olio.
And I overheard a piece of the conversation, and I think this is what stuck with me. Blaine, this answers the question. Man wasn't even talking to me. But
He's eavesdropping like people we complained about earlier.
yeah, that's love, yeah. But he was saying that some losses are just a loss. Like some losses are just like, especially in doubles. Like he said that the way doubles is you're gonna lose a lot of matches where you didn't do anything wrong. It's just 1 or 2 points gonna go this way, shit's gonna change. You're gonna get a net cord or unlucky bounce or a lucky bounce, or like you're gonna take some matches that you really shouldn't win and you're gonna lose some matches that you shouldn't lose, and that you chalk it up to doubles. And now so easy, I'll be like, that's a match. Like that's just a match. Like, and I don't really think about that much. Like I do think about improving from time to time, but I feel like that's like on the back burner really. Like it's not like when I lose a match, I'm not thinking, oh my god, like what am I gonna improve? Blah blah blah. Because for the most part,
Oh, you
like,
mean
it doesn't change.
reason
Like,
for your loss?
yes, like it doesn't
Okay.
change. Like I would say, for the most part, at least now, I know why I win. I know why I lose. So it's not like I'm over here breaking down. Today I missed some forehand returns, so that means I have to go and work on a bunch of forehands, or like I'm missing volleys. So not like sometimes that may be true. Sometimes maybe you lose a little bit of the technique or like the rhythm on a certain shot that you need to improve. That's for sure. But like for the most part, your journey is pretty much the same. Like you have your limitations and you have your strengths, and it's just about figuring out the right balance between those and like how to be successful there. So like to go back to the points, like I just chalk a lot of matches off. Like you just have to be super aware where, okay, today I lost because my forehand's not good enough. I need to improve my forehand. Or it's like today I lost just because I lost. Like it's going to happen. I'm going to lose. I don't need to let this hurt my confidence. I don't need to take this trauma into the next tournament. Like you're going to play so many matches in the year. You're going to have so many chances. So you try to just be brave, like play as much as you can without pressure, like figure out what it is for you to take pressure away, and then just look at the match at the end and be like, okay, do I need to fix something? Do I need to address something? Or it's just a loss. We take it on the chin, pause, and then we just go.
Hey, yo.
My bad.
Hey, yo. Yo,
I'm so sorry.
Baggy, we were in Israel with bombs dropping all over us. We were there in 2021, must have been.
When you guys are going to like the shelters and stuff, no?
Yes, bro. And I had just been in monastery by myself for like 4 weeks. It didn't go great. I think maybe the first week was the best week. Maybe I qualified and won 2 rounds or won a round, and then I had like kind of qualified. This is when, just in COVID, when the draws were crazy. I was like 700 and I was in qualies. Like it was like tough tournaments. Cuts were like 400, 500. Qualified, then I just lost like in qualies or like qualify, lose first round. It was just not a good trip, and you're in the same place for a long time. And I met up with him and Zayn. Shout out to Zayn Khan, who's on the comeback, by the way.
Yeah,
just
congrats to
battle of
Zayn.
Boca.
Shout
Let's
out to
go.
Zayn.
And I lost my first round again, but in a good match. But I had some, not really, maybe you guess you call it an anxiety about the next day for the I guess the 6th tournament of the trip. So I met with them on my 5th week. This is the 6th week now, and I was training really well. But then the day before the first round, and he can see that I'm like a little bit more tense now. He's like, "Yo, what's going on?" Tell him what I'm thinking about and wanting to get past this stage or whatever, playing futures, whatever. And he just told me, like, all you can do is your job. Like, when you go on the court, you don't control winning the match, losing the match. Like, that's not really your job. Your job is to commit to the concepts that we agreed on before you go on. So that's, at the time, it was like, we were playing in altitudes. He was talking about like getting the serve out of the strike zone, and then I think getting serve out of the strike zone and then playing through the sidelines on my service games, and then the return games was like closing the court and finding the cross court with your forehand that was gonna dominate the match. So if my forehand was better than the guy's forehand, sorry.
Can I just interject real quick? And
Please do.
When you're talking about this, you're not talking about the outcome of the shot. You're talking about the commitment to the tactic.
Concept.
Yeah.
The tactic or the concept. So
like if you go for it and miss it, that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's your job. So he was saying that finding the forehand cross that I was gonna be dominating. So if my forehand was better than his forehand and that cross court was good for me, stay there. If my forehand better than the backhand and that's good for me, stay there. And if they both are, don't think too much, just play cross and you're good. Like, don't overthink the situation. So that was sort of where we were, and he was like, that's your job. If the referee makes a bad call for you or against you, that's not your job. If a friggin' alarm goes off and now you're scared, that's not your job. You focus on these concepts and competing very hard, and you shake hands at the end of the day and you did your job. I think that took so much pressure off of me. Like,
yo, that's a better one than, oh, your mood, you want to play with some... That's a much better answer, Blaine. Blaine, that's a better answer, bro.
Yeah. So you do your job. And if that, for you, is getting up in the morning, eating the right breakfast, or going to bed at the right time, or if you struggle with injuries, Mr. Shiglowski, that's your right mobility warm-up, that's your cool down, that's your job. You do that shit, and the rest of it is whatever. It's gonna happen. Like, you don't control it. Like, we play 25, 30 events a year, and nobody knows which week they're gonna win. Not even Sinner and Alcaraz. Okay, they're unreal, so they win.
Everyone.
But even he would have thought he was gonna win the French Open. He was up 2-0 on Alcaraz and he lost. And he does everything right.
Yeah.
According to us, not getting curious. He does everything right.
You had to say
Cut
that.
Cut it.
You had to say that.
but yeah.
I want to say, by the way, that we've said several times, cut that. I'm not cutting nothing out.
Okay, leave it. Pause. Leave it all in. So yeah, that's the best advice I've ever gotten, is you do your job, because at the end of the day, that's really all you can do. Like, all this like predicting what's gonna happen tomorrow, like in the moment you think you're doing a good thing for yourself, where like you're trying to pump yourself up and all these, but it's not really helping. Like, what helps is what you can do in this present moment to give yourself the best chance tomorrow to do well, or the best chance for the next point to go well. But what happens, and you just have to move on. Like Jody said, if it doesn't go well, you have 1,000 more. Whether it's this match or the next one or the one after, you just have to kind of keep doing your job.
And the last thing you want to do is stop your own momentum that you're building. Even if it's a loss, sometimes you can be building momentum in a loss.
Yes.
Thanks for watching this clip. If you want to watch the full episode, the link is in the description down below.